Good morning, dear children. You are welcome in your literature class. My dear children, I hope you all are fine and you are fresh to learn this chapter. In the previous videos, we have learned about wild duck, and this video is also a continuation of the same lesson. Just I would like to recapitulate the story till here, wherever I have taught you. Children, it says that there is a boy in the story and his father, and they both are near the lake, and they are there for a particular purpose. And what is the purpose behind? I have told you already that they are there for hunting. They are not there for fishing but for hunting. And what? That is teal. I have already told you about teal, that teal is a kind of duck. So, this story is very interesting story, dear children, and you will also find that in this, man will learn something from the boy. In a normal cases, we see that children are learning from their parents many things. But here you will see that parent means the father is learning from the child. So let's begin the lesson. You all must be having your books. I want you all to take out your books and open chapter number 2, page number 12. I am reading from the very first line of 12th chapter, page number. I think I can see it, he said, leaning forward. Now, can you guess whose lines are these? Definitely, you would be able to. These lines are said by the boy. Now, the boy is saying that I think I can see it. What can he see there? He can see the bird which he has shot. And he leaned forward because he wanted to see it clearly. So he leaned forward. Lean forward means bent forward to see something. And there was a lump floating on the water. And he could see that there is something, lump means some sort of thing which is floating on the water. And by looking at that, he could make out that definitely it is that bird only, or that duck only which he has shot. On it was a broken wing pointing at the sky like the ragged sail of a toy boat. Now, here what happens? On it, on what? On the bird, means where he could see that floating, that lump floating on the water, he could see that something is pointing towards the sky. And what was that? The broken limb, the broken wing of the bird. And the bird looked like as if it is a toy boat and sailing in the water. And ragged means rough sail. Rough sail, why it is called as a rough sail? Because when you have somebody to sail, then your boat will go in a particular direction wherever you feel like going. But when there is no one to lead you somewhere, or you don't have a row or to take you there, then your boat will go here and there. And same way, as the bird was unconscious on the water, so it was floating on it as if it is a rough sail. The boy lifted the paddle and they glided up to it. And boy became very excited after that. Why? Because it was his wish to shoot and he did it. He was quite excited and maybe enthusiastic also. Oh yes, I have done it, because he has come there to learn this thing from his father. And on his very first attempt he did it, and that is why he was quite happy to do it. And very happily he paddled. Paddled means oars. You all must have seen boats, and in that you would have seen oars also. We have oars means to row the boat. That Those things by which you can row the boat, they are called oars. And he paddled quickly and they glided up to it. Up to it means up to the bird. They went near it. He bent over the side and scooped it up. Scooped is what? Any cup, or you can say a bowl shaped object. Since there is no object with them, so what the boy did? He made his hands like a bowl and scooped that out from the lake. Well done, the man said. Now, this boy also would be feeling very happy that yes, this is my first hunt and I have done it. And he would be feeling proud also, and father would also be quite proud that yes, I have taught my child this. But now you will see in the story that now the boy realizes his mistake. His son was silent. The duck was big, helpless. Touching its soft feathers and its thin bony neck, the boy looked frightened at what he had done. See, I have told you that now boy has started realizing his mistake. Earlier he was enjoying everything, every part of that hunting. But now, as soon as he saw the bird, that dead bird, then he thought that what he has done. And he was silent. After holding that bird in the hand, he was absolutely silent. And he is thinking constantly, something was going on in his mind, and it was that what he has done. Then the duck lifted up its head. When the boy touched the bird, he found that its neck was also like as if it was dead, and it looked so soft after touching its feathers and all. He could make out that the bird was so soft, so delicate, and it looked helpless. Why it looked helpless? Because there was no one to help that bird out except the boy who had shot the bird. And as soon as the duck lifted up its head, little hope was there that the bird is alive. And he, with the excitement, he told his father, "Father, it's not dead. Means I can do something for this bird." Now earlier he was thinking that, oh, what I have done. But now he had some hope that I can help this bird out in some way or the other. The blood seemed to flow again in the boy's arms. This line is very beautiful, children. This line explains you that the boy really he was thinking of his mistake. And he breathed in relief. Like when we are upset for something or when we have done something wrong, I must say, then and we have this in mind that definitely we will get scolding from our parents for doing that wrong thing. But when they don't scold us and they say that, okay, no problem, but from now onwards don't do this, then we get that, oh, thank God, we are saved. And this boy also thought in the same manner that, oh my God, now I can really help. The duck looked blank, but the condition of the bird was not quite good. And what the boy did, the boy stroked its head. I want to go home. And then and there, the boy made a decision. Although the boy was not very, we can say a boy of 20 or like that, he was a teenager, maybe 13, 14 or 15. But this age, children in this age, you people cannot make the decisions. You don't have that power, you can say. I can say. But this boy seemed to be little mature, and he makes a decision and he gives his father the thing what he has in his heart, that he tells him that I want to go home with the bird. and I know I want to. And the boy says that I will have to look after it. I have to go home and I will look after the bird, I will take care of the bird, and definitely I can do this. At home, the boy bandaged the wing and learned to feed the maimed duck. Now, what is the meaning of maimed, children? You have this. Injured so severely that a part of its body no longer worked as it should. Since the feather was injured, it was shot. Because of that, he couldn't fly. The bird couldn't fly, and after bandaging and giving him all the necessity first aid by the boy, now the small boy has learned how to feed, how to take care, how to put the medicine, how to do so many things for the bird. Every time he's concerned, where is the bird, what it is doing, he used to sit and look the bird, where it is going, how the activities of the birds are changing, bird is changing, everything he used to look. And now he has found that he spent hours watching it waddled about the backyard. Hours watching it. Children, whenever you are attached with something, some object or somebody, and if that person or that thing is not fine, then you are so concerned about it that most of the time you will spend looking after that thing or that person, and you want that everything has to be right. And here it says that he used to watch that bird. Sometimes it would stretch its neck and try to flap its lopsided wings, but it could never fly again. Since the injury was, you can say it was severe, so the bird could not fly, but the boy used to take care very beautifully. He was such a kind and caring boy. He used to take care of the bird every time. One day, the man asked his son, "Where's the gun?" He threw it away, he said defiantly. "You what?" asked the man, shocked at his son's boldness. Now, children, you will see here that after many days, father asks his son that where you have kept the gun, and the reply he gets is that the boy has already thrown the gun. Why do you think the boy had done this act? It is because he was quite fed up with the gun. Or you can say the boy had a very you can say a bad experience of that gun. Whatever he has done, all that was not fine for him. So that is why he threw that gun away. And this made the man quite surprised that what the boy has done. You what? The meaning of you what is a way of expressing unpleasant surprise, a short form of what was it you said you did. Means this act was not expected by the father. He would be thinking that the boy has kept somewhere and he will give me, and like that. But when he heard that the boy has threw it somewhere, this made him quite surprised. "It was mine. You gave it to me, but it didn't kill your duck. It gave you your duck." The boy said, you gave it to me, and it is up to me what I will do with the gun. So I threw it. But the man said, "But it didn't kill the bird. So why have you thrown it?" "It made me sick." Now the boy says, "It made me sick. It made me tired. It made me annoyed. Whenever I used to look at that gun, I used to think of the wrong activity or wrong thing, what I have done with the duck." The man felt the blood pumping in his head, and then he was filled with a sense of peace. He found he was relieved the gun had gone. In the concluding lines, it says that whatever the boy has said, whatever the boy had explained, why he has thrown the gun and all that, how he helped the duck, everything influenced the man. Man, now he has changed. The man is thinking that really whatever my child is saying is correct and whatever I was doing till now was not correct. So in this chapter we can clearly see it is not always that we learn from our elders. Sometimes our elders also learn many things from the small ones, and this is part of our life.
Let's revise some difficult words of the lesson. Scooped. Children, the meaning of the word scooped is any cup or bowl shaped object. As you can see in the picture, in the same manner, the boy in the story used his hands to take out the duck from the water. Maimed and lopsided. I'll be explaining you the meaning together. Maimed is when the bird is injured, you can call it as maimed. And after the injury, you can see that it could not balance its body properly. That is the meaning of lopsided, and maimed is injury or injured so severely that a part of its body is no longer in use or cannot work properly. Wedlock. It is swinging the body from one side to the other. Children, as you can see in this is how the duck walks.
I hope you have understood this lesson nicely, and I would like you all to revise this chapter again so that you may understand the story quite in a good way. Thank you and have a nice day.